What's up everybody? Welcome to the Stocks channel. My name is Corey and today we saw the stock market inching higher and we are starting to break out of those price targets that I gave you, which does mean we could be heading to the next leg higher. First up, let's take a look at the S&P500 SPY ETF. So let's crack open this chart and see what's going on in the stock market today. Alright, so today we did see SPY going up 0.15%. And we are seeing that price target that I gave you at 436 starting to get broke through for the second day in a row. We already closed over 436 2 days ago, and today we're just over that level yet again. So that's the second day that we closed over 436, which does further validate our next price target at 441. So I am looking for the next leg higher to push us to SPY levels in the 440s. Again, this is a strong bull market, and as you can tell, it's not dying easily. Every time we see a dip, we only get to the 5 EMA before buyers step in, and those short sellers and those losing positions are really starting to sweat and they're trying to cover their positions as soon as possible. When you're in a losing trade and you're in a bull market, you have to remember that short selling is very risky. It's very difficult to be a good short seller because the markets do like to go higher, and you never know that the market might go back down because it is a bull market. So again, these short sellers are sweating it out and they are eventually going to get short squeezed yet again, which is only going to add fuel to the fire on our path to 441. We still have the very strong bull trend with all these moving averages still stacked to the bull side, and they all have great separation, so there's still a ton of momentum behind this bull market. I've said this time and time again, and you don't want to try to call a top in a bull market because it can always continue to extend higher. We have earnings seasons coming up in a couple of weeks, and there's no reason to believe that the bulls won't continue to speculate going into earnings. So look for support on SPY around 435, 432, 430, and as you can tell, our 20 simple moving average continues to climb higher and it's almost at 429 now. So we have a ton of support and we're still well above our bullish moving average at that 20 simple moving average. So this is still a strong bull market, and it does look like we are going to continue to go higher before we see any significant pullback or even a possible stock market correction. Remember how my price targets work. We need to break above a price target to validate the next price target, and every time we get to a price target, it's always possible we see a pullback or a correction. So the next significant level to pay attention to will be SPY 441. On the NASDAQ 100 triple Qs, we closed up 0.18% today, and we did break out and close above 362.7, which again is another bullish breakout. We saw intraday price action almost at brand new all-time highs, and again, it does look very likely we're going to that next price target at 367. So as you can tell, the triple Qs still have the very strong bull trend, which we've had for quite a long time now. And I keep telling you, this is one of the strongest bull markets I've seen in a very long time. There's still plenty of skepticism, which is great news because those skeptics will try to short this market and they will only add fuel to the fire, helping the market continue to melt up higher. So right now on the triple Qs, you're looking for support around 362. Down here at 359, and our 20 simple moving average is now sitting right around 354. So again, our critical support level just continues to move higher, which is only helping push the price action even higher to brand new all-time highs. That's how a bull trend works. The trend pushes the price action higher, and you want to stay bullish as long as the trend is this strong and bullish. By far, the tech sector is the strongest sector in this market, and I do suggest if you are trading stocks that you try to focus on the NASDAQ 100 stocks. They are by far the market leaders, and they carry a lot of weight in the indices. So if you see the market going to brand new all-time highs and your account is still not going higher, you're trading the wrong stocks and you're not focusing on where all of the movement is. Next up is the Dow Jones, which was up 0.12% today. And again, we see the Dow Jones still looking very bullish. We have the full bull trend, and that 20 simple moving average is now positively sloping. So again, we're starting to see some bullish momentum picking up in the Dow Jones. Our next critical resistance level on the Dow will be 351, and above that we have a price target up here at 357. Again, we still have the strong bull trend, so look for buyers of the dip stepping in if we do see the Dow coming back down to support at 348, 346, and the gap close right around 345. Next up is the Russell 2000, which was down over 1.5% today, and we continue to see the small cap stocks continue to get obliterated. Again, there's no trend for the bears or the bulls, but we're definitely seeing some bearish momentum picking up in the Russell. All of the moving averages are now negatively sloping and they're starting to cross over to the bear side. So it's very important the Russell 2000 holds up above critical support, or it could very easily be going into a bear market. And remember, the Russell 2000 has been in a long sideways consolidation. So the next direction it breaks out will be a very strong move. So right now it does look like it's going to break out to the downside because we did break and close below support at 219. The next strong support will be down here around 216, and below that we do have support at 215. And again, we are building up some bearish momentum and some bearish trending. To the upside, we'll have resistance at 222 and the 50 EMA right around 225.5. On the Arkk ETF, we had a huge day of selling, going down over 3.3% and closing below that critical support level at 120. We lost the bullish trend and the price action is now breaking below critical support. We've seen this before with Cathie Wood's stocks and her ETFs, where they go in favor one moment and then another moment they fall out of favor and they start declining very rapidly. So again, I can't stress it enough that you want to track the indices like SPY and the triple Qs, and you don't want to have too much focus on Arkk ETFs. So we are breaking below critical support at 120, and our next support level is going to be down here right around 113 to 112. Be patient because this could still be a falling knife scenario, and we could very easily take the elevator down to this $112 support level. So without the bullish trend, you don't want to be aggressively buying the dip unless you're going in this for the very long haul. Upside resistance will be now 120, 124, and we still have the resistance trend line right around 125. If we do break below 112 support, your next support will be right around 109. On the VIX, we dropped over 4.6% today, and we still see the VIX struggling to break out above this resistance trend line. Remember, I keep saying if the VIX is below 18.2, you still want to remain bullish because this is completely normal volatility. We would need to see the VIX closing back above 20 to even consider a stock market correction, and we can't even see the VIX getting above 18. So look for the VIX to potentially continue to bleed out back down towards 14, which will go hand in hand with our brand new all-time high price targets. On the US dollar, we did see some cooling down today, closing back below the 5 EMA, but we still have the strong bull trend and we still have critical support at that 20 simple moving average. On gold, we finally saw a bullish breakout back above the 50 EMA, and we did find resistance right at our 1829 resistance level. If we can break out, our next target will be 1876 with downside support at 1813 and down here at 1789. On silver, we also saw a bullish day today, closing back above all the moving averages except for the 50 EMA, which will be our next price target up here at 26.5. Downside support is still going to be right around 25.78, and we need to see that level holding up to try to get back into a bull trend. If we can break back above the 50 EMA, look for resistance at 27.4. On Bitcoin, we're still in this sideways consolidation going absolutely nowhere, and we're still above that critical support level at 30,000. Again, Bitcoin is bullish above 30,000 strictly based on price action alone, but the trend is bearish and the price action is below the 50 EMA. So as long as the price action's above 30K, you can stay bullish, but do understand that all of the momentum for the trend is in the bearish direction. So if we do break below critical support, look for support at 27,000 and 23,000, but the bulls really are making a stand at this support level at 30K. So if that level continues to hold up, eventually we could see a potential attempt to break out of the 50 EMA above 36,000 and try to run up and break out above 39,000. But right now we're still just going absolutely nowhere, building up energy for the next move. So watch the critical support at 30,000 and the critical resistance right around 36,000. On Amazon, we're still in a sideways consolidation, going up only 0.12% today, but still closing above the 5 EMA. We still have the very strong bull trend, and our price target above is still 3,800, but we need to break out above 3,760 first. Downside support is still 3,657, the 13 EMA at 3,611, and our 20 simple moving average and support level at 3,552. On Tesla, we had a huge day of selling today, going down 2.27%, but if you look at the technical trend, we still have no concerns. We still have the full bull trend, and we still have price action above the 50 EMA, which is right around 649. We closed just below the 20 simple moving average, so that's not a great indication, but we're still above the 50 EMA. So look for that critical support at 649, because if we break below that, we will start losing the bullish trend, and we could be coming all the way back down to 626 or 594. To the upside, we have strong resistance at 692, and we need to break out above that level to really start running. We could easily get to 714, break through that level, and then run into the 760s, but again, we need to see a price action breakout above 692. So the Tesla bulls need to maintain this trend and hold up above this critical support, and we could see Tesla start to run. On Apple, we had a very bullish day today, going up over 2.4% and blasting through our price target at 148. Our next price target is all the way up here at 156, and the question is, how fast are we going to get there? We see Apple going up on increasing volume, so if you're strictly following the price action and the trend, which I always advise you to do, it does look like Apple should have no trouble continuing to climb higher. So be aware the next price target is way up there, and we could see a pullback before we get to that level. But if you're looking at the price action and the trend all on increasing volume, there's absolutely no way that you can look at Apple and think anything other than bullish. This is a bull's dream chart, and this is exactly what the triple Qs are getting so much strength from. You have stocks like Apple that are just absolutely out here killing it, and the price action and the trend are continuing to show strong signs of bullish. So above 148, we're looking for our next price target at 156, with downside support now at 148, 145, and the breakout level at 143. On the financial sector, we were down 0.46% today, and we did close back below the 50 EMA, but we're still above the 20 simple moving average. We're very close to regaining the bullish trend. We just need the price action continuing to form higher highs, and the bullish trend will be right behind. So if the financial sector goes back into a bull market, that will be great news for the S&P 500. The industrial sector was flat on the day, and we are still holding up with the bullish trend. We just need that 20 simple moving average to go back into a positive slope and the price action back above all the moving averages. The healthcare sector took a day to cool off, and it was flat on the day, but the price action is still over the 5 EMA, and we still have the strong bull trend. The energy sector got absolutely destroyed today, going down almost 3%, and we are starting to see some bearish momentum. All the moving averages are negative, and the price action is below all of the moving averages, so we could start to see the energy sector going back into a bear market if we don't start seeing a bounce off of these levels soon. So going back over to the S&P 500, we can definitely see that the tech sector is leading the way, and we still see a lot of strength in the healthcare sector. The financials and the industrials are very close to regaining bullish trends, and we're still seeing a bullish trend in the Dow Jones. So again, all three indices are still in bull trends and still have bullish price action. So at this time, we still want to remain bullish. There's no reason to try to call a top, and we can and probably will continue to climb higher, especially with all the people trying to call a top and trying to short this bull market. Again, that's just fuel on the fire, and those short sellers eventually become net buyers at all-time highs, only helping push the price even higher. So stay on the right side of the trade, which is still bullish in this bull market, and do understand that the strength is in the tech sector right now. And when I say tech sector, I'm talking about the NASDAQ 100 and not the Arkk ETF. That is a growth stock sector, which is going to always have a ton of volatility, and it's managed by somebody who takes on a lot of risk and takes on a lot of companies that are not well known. Focus on where the money is going, and right now that's in the NASDAQ 100, and it still looks like we are going to continue to go higher before earnings. Also remember that I have my trade alert service called BANC Trade Alerts that only trades the TQQQs. It's very simple to follow, and all you have to do is execute the trades yourself. All of the buy and sell alerts come directly to you via email and text message, and I'm currently running a 50% off promo code for your first month, so now is the best time to try BANC Trade Alerts. You can find out how to join by clicking on the link below. I also have the Stocks Channel Discord where I do intraday updates and analysis to always help you navigate this market and stay on the right side of the trade. You can find out how to join the Stocks Channel Discord community by clicking on the link below. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.